I don't know what to say. Just I don't know what to say. You know, life sometimes in America can be frustrating. Sometimes you don't know where to go, what to do. You're all by yourself in America. Days like this make me to think that coming to the United States is not a very pleasant, or it wasn't a pleasant or favorable decision to make. Where I'm presently, I'm in my neighborhood. I have no relationship with neighbors. Neighbors have no relationship with me. There is no relationship, and that's the way of life. That's the American way of life. That's the culture around here. So my brothers and sisters who are in Africa, I know you have the plans, you have the dreams, you want to travel abroad. You want to come to abroad, right? You want to go out of Africa, you want to come to America. I mean, abroad could be within Africa, from one country to another. But coming to the diaspora of America, for example, you have to prepare your mind because you don't know what you're going to meet. The family you have in Cameroon, in Nigeria, in Ghana, wherever you are in Africa, appreciate your family members now that you are still in Africa. But once you travel, you will never have your family members around you. And then you need to start going to work. Start paying crazy bills every month. Car insurance, house rent. Not small money, a lot of money. With all their bills will be popping in and out. Of course, you have to pay a lot of bills. And then you need to start relating, start creating new friends. And then you start seeing the reality of life. You start seeing people for who they are. Because this place, it gets to a point where you don't know if you are. I mean, the truth is that you're just gonna get to a point where you know that you are all by yourself. Nobody's coming to save you. So before you come to America, which is not a bad thing, it's not a bad place, prepare your mind. That's the only advice I have for you. Prepare your mindset. Prepare your mind and have a positive mindset. Because once you get here, your reality is different from my reality. It's different from any other person's reality. Your reality is unique to you. But there are certain features that are, common. But when I came here, I was told that based on my observation, is where you go to, or the person who receives you in America or wherever you go to, the person who receives you matters a lot. The person matters a lot because the person is going to channel you towards a good direction or a bad direction. So if you come and you meet somebody who is a nurse, everything she knows is about nursing. So she's going to tell you to do, she or he is going to tell you to do nursing. Start taking care of old people, cleaning old people. They're going to be paying you hourly wage, which is like $12, $15, depending on wherever you find yourself. In Maryland, I think Washington DC, Maryland, I think it should be $15, $16. That's the basic pay. Basic hourly rate, $15 an hour. So from there you can start working your way in order to go to school to obtain license in the medical field or nursing, and then maybe you can become a registered nurse maybe in the future. It's real. The loneliness in America is real. And then when you start creating friends, you start seeing fake friends everywhere. Fake friends everywhere. Because, I mean, to an extent, you may also be fake. So, so you attract who you are. You attract your kind, your type. So if you're fake, I mean, there's no way out. You're going to attract fake people. So you have to be authentic in order to attract authentic people. But it's not always guaranteed that if you're authentic, you're going to attract authentic people. I was told that you shouldn't make friends, you should select your friends. So it's all about you making your choice of the kind of friends you want to have around you. But one thing I'm going to say, which is something I've learned the hard way, is that stop giving people third, fourth, fifth, seventh chances for them to ruin your happiness. Don't allow people to make you feel uncomfortable. Once you notice that this person has shown his or her real character, you just have to cut the person away from your life. My dear brother, my dear sister, don't reduce your standard in order to please people who are not willing to reduce theirs. Use your brain, use your brain. The weather is cool. It's a very nice weather. The weather is cool, but there are no human beings outside. There are no human beings. Let me show you a little bit of the environment so that you take a glance. So you see, this is the environment. You see the environment. So that's America for us. Cars everywhere, no human being outside. So is this the kind of place you want to come and live your life? I don't just want you to say, oh, I want to go to America. What are you coming to America to do? What? And this mindset of, I want to have a better life, which is cool. Everybody wants to have a better life. But the mindset, work on your mind first. Because you can have a better life wherever you are on the planet. In America, Canada, Africa, wherever you are, you can have an improved life. But you need to have the right mindset. And the right people you call friends. So it gets to a point where you need to start cutting family members. If you notice that you have family members that makes you to feel, if you have family members that make you to feel angry all the time, you feel downcasted, depressed, you have to run away from them. That's the only way out. It's crazy out here, People are minding their businesses. You think about your loved ones in Africa and you're in America all by yourself. You have kids. Your children get to a point where they leave you and you are all alone. And you start thinking about your retirement at a certain point in time of your life, which is something is always advisable that you plan your retirement while you are young. So where do you want to retire? In America? Will you still be going to work, or are you going to save like $2-3 million, which is going to sort you out during your retirement days? Or do you want to retire in Africa? Moving with cars up and down, day in, day out. Houses, boxes called houses, are very expensive. And we claim that we own houses where you keep paying $3,500 to $4,000-$5,000 every month to the bank. And how can you own something and you're paying $5,000 every month to the bank? $5,000, that's 2 months, is $10,000. That can build a house in Africa. I mean, a small house. Not really small, it could be a big house, you know. Depends on how you want to manage the money. $10,000, you can do something, you know, it all depends. But that's rent for 2 months. And there are certain areas in New York City, $10,000 is for 1 month rent. So America may sound good, but it depends on how you want to see it. It's very expensive to live in America. I don't know who this video is going to inspire, but I just want the person who is going to pay attention to go through this video and up to this point to understand that it is very important to plan, to think about, to have a right mindset, to think about your goals and how you intend to achieve your goals, and how you intend to love yourself, and you are willing to live alone, because the moments where most of the time you're not going to have your loved ones around you, whether married or single, you have to learn how to live alone. No father, no mother is coming to help you. If you have a mother who is there to care for you, that's fine. But at a given point in time, you're just gonna understand that you're all by yourself. You're all alone. I know I've said a lot of things, but I just want to say that America was built on the basis of the US dollars. So which implies that people prefer to make money more rather than relating with human beings. Most people focus on money, the dollars. Some people go to the extent of getting 2, 3, 4 jobs, 3 jobs. You work back to back in order to pay the bills, in order to have the lifestyle that you want, and also send money to family members in Africa or wheresoever. There are moments where I'm just like, I should cry. But it's just the truth, because sometimes you need to be bold. You need to put in this energy. You have to encourage yourself that you can make it. You know, because there are points where you feel downcasted. You feel abandoned. You feel there's that vacuum within you. You start questioning your existence, if you were created to work and pay bills, or if you were created to really live life with people. You start questioning your existence on this earth. on this planet. But one thing I'm gonna say is that no condition is permanent, so you shouldn't rely on on a negative thought process. You shouldn't depend on depression. Don't depend on anything that is going to pull your strength. Encourage yourself and always believe that you can make it. Read books as well. Read books that are going to inspire you to actually fulfill your dream. And do not wait for a long time. Do not keep procrastinating or keep saying, when I grow up, when I grow up. If you can listen to what I'm saying and you understand what I'm saying, whether you're 9 or 10, 20, 40, 50 years, you have to take action now. There is no future. The future is the future you create. The future you create. The future you create is the future you're going to have. If you don't create the future, you're going to have a very nasty future because you didn't create. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So you have to be intentional. You have to create that future that you want to have. You have to study, like read a lot of books, study, follow podcasts on YouTube, podcasts that will help you that is going to inspire you to become a better version of yourself. And remember, the competition is not with others. You are competing with yourself. So you are competing with your previous self. That's your competitor. That's your rival. Your rival is not the other boy called John or the other girl called Mary. Your rival is you. You're competing with your previous self. You want to change your state of mind. You want to change the present condition. You have to work extremely hard. And you believe in God. Pray that God should help you. But while you are believing in God, you also need to work extremely hard, so that God is going to bless the fruits. God is going to bless your labor, right? God is going to bless your labor. I know the video is long. I actually wanted to make it long, so I think I've achieved my goal of making it long. But I just want you to be inspired, right? There are moments where you're gonna be left by yourself. Nature, society, everything is gonna abandon you. You're gonna be all by yourself. But during that moment, when that time comes, try to have a positive mindset. You say no to negativity. You try to create an environment within your mind that is going to tolerate you, and you love yourself for who you are. Remember, not everybody is going to love you. Family members, friends, most of them are opportunists. They love you when you give money or when they can use you for their personal gains. It means you're idle. You have nothing to do with your time. And remember, your time is the most precious asset God has given to you for free, 24 hours a day. It now all depends on you, how you're going to manage your 24 hours. It doesn't matter wherever you are on planet. Each and every one of us breathing this oxygen have 24 hours a day. If you are healthy, it's a plus. Father, thank you for good health. You thank God for the good health that you have. If you're sick, you ask God for good health. You control your diet, control the food you eat. Stay away from clubs. Don't go to clubs, spend money, drink alcohol, smoke shisha. Stay away from things like that. Stay away from friends who are into gambling, scamming. Stay away from negativity. drugs. If you participate or indulge into drugs in the United States, it's just a matter of time you're going to find yourself in a very horrible position. The situation is not going to be very pleasant. So you want to stay away from negativity. Stay away from bad company. And for the people who are just coming into the United States, you know, you don't have the right documents. You don't need to be traveling from one state to another. Where are you traveling to? You want to tell the whole internet that you are in America, you have to be moving from point A to point B, making videos, posts. No. You don't have to be doing all of those things. You need to get the right papers. Unless you're here for vacation, you can travel. But if you're here to stay, to build a new life, you need to settle. You cannot be moving from point A to point B. What are you doing? Who are you looking for? Be careful. You shouldn't go and meet with ICE, because if you meet with immigration and custom officers, the case may be different. You know, Donald Trump is actually doing repatriation. So you don't want to be sent back to your home country when you are not ready to go back. So the best option is for you to settle down, study the finance system of the United States, study the laws of the land, try to pick up a job with the mindset that you're gonna create a business eventually, because America is the United States of corporations. If you want to be successful and very financially free, financial freedom, you need to get to a point where you can make a lot of passive returns, passive income. Make money passively, not active job. But you can make money from businesses as well, if you can create 1 or 2 or 3 businesses. So the take-home message is, know who you are. Understand that if you come to the United States to have a new life, there are moments where you're going to stay alone in the house, and moments where you're going to be very frustrated and you think that you want to go back to Africa or wherever you are coming from. There are moments where you're going to feel that you're being discriminated based on your ethnicity. These are possibilities, but you have to encourage yourself to know who you are. And when you come to America, you don't have to try to save everybody in Africa, because if you die, those people in Africa will move on. They will not even think twice about your existence. I love you and I remain humble. I'm your brother, Dariano Brown. Please watch my channel, Honey TV. Honey TV, yeah. I messed up.